top headlines first. Manipur police seize arms and ammunition from Kangpokpi. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered during joint search operation in Hill and Valley districts. Manipur CM discusses highway projects with Nitin Gadkari. Naga People's Front eyes comeback in Nagaland. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Elite TV. You're watching English News at 3 p.m. I'm your host Chongtham, Amrita, and these are the news in details. Arms and ammunition were seized in Manipur's Kangpokpi district, police said on Tuesday. The seizures were made during an area domination exercise in Aigijang in the Hill district, they said. One each of .303 rifle, 9mm CMG with magazine, 9mm pistol, SBBL, along with two 51mm mortars, 2 hand grenades, 5 live ammunition and 2 smoke grenades were seized, they added. Search operations and area domination were conducted by security forces in the fringe and vulnerable areas of Hill and Valley districts. Movement of 194 and 205 numbers of vehicles carrying essential items along National Highway 37 and National Highway 2, respectively, has been ensured. Strict security measures are taken up in all vulnerable locations and a security convoy is provided in sensitive stretches in order to ensure free and safe movement of the vehicles. A total of 109 Nagas or checkpoints were installed in different districts of Manipur, both in the hill and the valley, and no one was detained by police in connection with violations in different districts of the state. On the other hand, the Indian Army, Assam Rifles and Manipur Police conducted joint operations over the past week in both Hill and Valley districts, resulting in the recovery of 12 weapons, ammunition and war-like stores, reflecting the ongoing commitment of the forces to uphold peace in the troubled state. On October 15, 2024, the Indian Army, in collaboration with the Manipur Police, carried out a search and recovery mission in the Leirong-Thelpitra area on the outskirts of Thobal district. This operation led to the seizure of an assortment of arms, including one AK-56 rifle, one self-loading rifle SLR, one carbine, machine gun, one single-barrel rifle, a pistol, grenades, ammunition, and other warlike stores. The following day, on October 16, Assam Rifles and Manipur Police conducted another intelligence-driven operation near Kananvang village in Chorachandpur district. This mission successfully uncovered additional weaponry comprising one .303 rifle, 5 single-barrel rifles, a 9mm pistol, ammunition, and various military equipment. All recovered items have been handed over to the Manipur Police for further investigation and processing. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that he held discussions with Union Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari in New Delhi to accelerate the ongoing highway projects in the state. Singh said that the new projects will soon be launched to further enhance infrastructure development across the region. engaged in a productive discussion with Union Minister Nitin Gadkari to address challenges and accelerate the progress of ongoing highway projects in Manipur during the review meeting of national highway projects in the Northeast held today in New Delhi, the Chief Minister said in a post on X. The Subdivisional Magistrates SDM of Jiribam has issued a directive for the eviction of all structures and buildings situated within the right-of-way ROW along National Highway 37. This order comes after a mandate from the Deputy Commissioner of Jiribam, who has authorized the clearance of land to enable the highway's development. The authorities had previously issued public notices on May 13, 2024 and October 14, 2024, informing the landowners about the acquisition of the stretch of land for highway expansion. The notices urged the affected individuals to promptly hand over possession of the acquired properties to the Deputy Commissioner or the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited (NHIDCL). On the other hand, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari reviewed the progress of 15 ongoing national highway projects covering 423 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. During the meeting, he emphasized the importance of expediting development to ensure timely completion of these critical infrastructure projects, highlighting the Modi government's commitment to enhancing mobility and driving economic growth in the Northeast region, sources at the Chief Minister Office, CMO here, said. The review meeting was also attended by Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju, who hails from the state, Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highway Ajay Tamatta, MPs Harsh Malhotra and Tapir Gao, besides Chief Minister Pema Khandu and other officials from the ministry and state government, they said. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh has expressed his satisfaction over the developmental works taken up in Senapati district. In his social media platform, Facebook, Chief Minister expressed his happiness in his status. He mentioned that delighted to share the progress of 2 significant projects in Senapati district that are poised to bring transformative change. The IIIT Mayankhang, a prestigious institution of higher learning, will offer world-class education and open new avenues for the youth of the region. Alongside this, the construction of a multi-level parking facility, the first of its kind in Manipur, is underway, aimed at improving infrastructure and easing transportation challenges. These projects are not just about physical development, they reflect our broader vision for a bright and prosperous future for the hill districts of the state, the Chief Minister added. On the other hand, Chief Minister Biren Singh wishes on the birthday of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. In his social media Facebook page, Chief Minister mentioned that warmest birthday greetings to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Your tireless dedication and commitment to the service of our great nation inspire millions. Your leadership, rooted in values of unity and security, has left an indelible mark on the hearts of people across India. In particular, the people of Manipur deeply appreciate your unwavering love and concern for the state. Your visits, words of encouragement, and sincere efforts to restore peace and harmony have shown that Manipur holds a special place in your heart. May this year bring you continued strength, wisdom, and good health to guide our country towards greater harmony and prosperity. Manipur stands with you in gratitude and admiration, wishing you a blessed year ahead, the Chief Minister mentioned. Now let's take a short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned. Everyone, please welcome Atinko. Atinko.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bai damakta sangai pro da laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
Diabetes ko loina de hingliba sing tha magi manungda control to bangamle urea creatinine wangbasu tha magi manungda hanthaba ngamle khong hamba nungai te basu numit manga nigi manungda fahan bangamle pile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahan bangamle cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oi bangamle bp wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oi bangamle fatty liver oi basu tha amagi manungda fagat han bangamle pumnamak natural oi ba hidak makhalna laing jabani hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata laite makhata na hidak chabagi mathau su tararoi hena kupa parol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau diabetes hospital soibam leikai ayangpali road opposite Karkinos Jenims Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Welcome back after the short break, and now let's continue with more news updates. Babina Hospital has launched a 3-day free endocrine and diabetes outpatient department OPD camp from yesterday, running through October 23, 2024. The initiative aims to provide free specialized medical services for those seeking evaluation and management of diabetes, thyroid disorders and related endocrine conditions. During the camp, free diagnostic tests including blood sugar levels, thyroid function, HbA1c, glycated hemoglobin and FibroScan, a non-invasive test to evaluate liver stiffness, which is particularly relevant for those with diabetes or other metabolic concerns, were provided to patients. However, due to high demand, all 15 slots available per day have already been filled on a pre-booking basis. Considering the rising prevalence of diabetes and thyroid-related issues, the camp was conducted to provide early intervention and improve quality of life. The camp also provided a crucial opportunity for local residents to get screened and receive expert advice at no cost. Early detection and proper management are vital in preventing the complications that often arise from untreated endocrine disorders. The camp will run for 3 days with a limited number of patients each day to ensure personalized care. While the slots are fully booked for this event, Babina Hospital also encourages individuals to stay informed about upcoming health initiatives and camps. Babina Hospital also reiterates its commitment to the community and aims to continue offering such services regularly in the future. Local residents who missed the opportunity to register for this camp are encouraged to stay informed about the upcoming camps and services through the hospital's website www.babinahospital.com, social media pages and helpline. A devastating fire ravaged Unity village in Nagaland's Chumukedima district on Monday morning, completely gutting 10 houses and partially damaging 3 others. The blaze, which erupted around 10 a.m., caused significant property damage, though no casualties were reported. Firefighters from the Chumukedima fire station, led by Sub-Inspector Noklag Sangba Molier, were quick to respond to the scene. 3 fire tenders from Chumukedima and 2 additional tenders from the central fire station were deployed to battle the inferno. Despite the intensity of the flames, the fire brigade managed to bring the situation under control within 45 minutes, preventing further damage. Speaking about the incident, Molier praised the prompt response of the fire department. The situation could have been worse, but our team was able to contain the fire quickly, minimizing the spread to neighboring homes, he said. Security agencies at Agartala railway station detained 3 Rohingya and 2 Bangladeshi nationals in the early hours of Tuesday. Speaking on the issue, officer in charge of the Government Railway Police GRP, Tapas Das, stated that late last night they received information indicating that some Rohingya and Bangladeshi nationals would arrive at Agartala railway station to leave the state. Based on the tip-off, GRP, Railway Protection Force, RPF and BSF personnel dressed in civilian clothes waited at the station. When the individuals arrived, we detained 5 of them. Initially, they claimed to be Indian nationals, but after interrogation, they admitted that 3 of them are Rohingya and 2 are Bangladeshi. They had entered the state illegally, he said. The OC informs that the Rohingya nationals intended to travel to Hyderabad while the Bangladeshi nationals planned to go to Mumbai. We have seized Bangladeshi currency, documents and some mobile phones. We will present them in court to seek police remand for further interrogation, he added. The Supreme Court summoned Assam's Chief Secretary to provide an explanation on November 14, 2024 regarding the lack of efforts in paying the long-pending dues to tea garden workers in the state. This order comes in response to a contempt petition that has been ongoing since 2012 concerning the unpaid salaries and allowances of tea garden workers employed by the Assam Tea Corporation Limited (ATCL). A bench led by Justice Abhay S. Oka and Justice Augustine George Massey expressed frustration over the government's inaction, noting that while ATCL earned Rs 38 crores from rental income, the workers remained unpaid. Justice Oka highlighted that as a state entity, ATCL has a responsibility to ensure workers are compensated. He also suggested that if the state could not effectively manage the tea estates, the properties should be sold to pay the workers' dues. The Assam government's council argued that financial losses were exacerbated by lessees returning tea gardens to ATCL due to their unprofitability. The court also issued a notice to the Union Ministry of Commerce as the Council for Assam noted that the central government shares responsibility in resolving the issue. This situation traces back to a 2006 petition by the International Union of Food and Agricultural Workers, which led to a 2010 Supreme Court directive for the disbursement of Rs 645 crores in unpaid wages to 28,556 workers across 25 tea gardens, 15 of which are managed by ATCL. In 2020, a one-person committee headed by retired Justice A.M. Sapre calculated the total dues owed to be Rs 414.73 crores with an additional Rs 230.69 crores owed to the Provident Fund Department. Despite these findings, full compliance with the court's orders has not yet been achieved, leaving workers in a prolonged state of financial hardship. The Naga People's Front (NPF), the oldest regional political party in northeast India, is currently facing a challenging phase but is expected to return to power in Nagaland, according to party president Apong Ponjaner. Speaking at the 62nd Foundation Day of the party, Ponjaner highlighted that the NPF has been synonymous with Naga identity for over 6 decades. Ponjaner acknowledged the difficulties the party is facing and reminded party workers that they have overcome worse situations in the past. He urged members to make concerted efforts to ensure the party's survival, cautioning against a negative mindset and internal criticism. Instead, he called for a rejuvenation of ideas to rejuvenate the party and reclaim its former glory. Despite the current dip in popularity, Ponjaner expressed confidence in the party's resilience, noting that every entity experiences periods of recession and recovery. He emphasized the need for unity and dedication among party members to work towards a better future. NPF legislators Kuzoluzo Nienu and Achumbeno Kikon also encouraged party workers to persevere in their efforts to restore the party's prominence. Kikon, the party's Secretary-General, reiterated the NPF's commitment to finding an honorable and inclusive solution to the Naga political issue, asserting that the party has consistently responded to the aspirations of the Naga people. Kikon affirms the strength of the NPF, expressing confidence in its ability to return to power and protect the identity and rights of the Naga people. Despite multiple changes in nomenclature, the party has retained its symbol, the cock, and its motto, Fide non armis, by faith not arms. The NPF has governed Nagaland several times, with its most recent tenure from 2003 to 2013. Currently, the party holds 2 seats in the Nagaland Assembly and 5 seats in Manipur. Nagaland Director General of Police DGP Rupin Sharma on Monday appealed to the people to utilize the tribal bodies and civil society groups of the state to lodge police complaints over cases of kidnapping for ransom by underground outfits. Speaking on the sidelines of an official program in Dimapur, he said that incidents of abduction for ransom by underground groups have been reported in Dimapur, Kohima, and some other places in the recent past. It is difficult for individuals to lodge police complaints, but in Nagaland there is a vibrant system of tribal organizations, civil society groups and NGOs. Hence, we urge the public to make use of them to file complaints and stay behind the curtains, he said. People need to trust the police and make use of these bodies to report such cases. We have been doing our best and will continue our efforts, but the public need to come to the police and share information, he said. Asked about the progress in the October 10 abduction of 2 businessmen for ransom by the NSCNK Nikki Sumi faction in Dimapur, the DGP said, "We have narrowed down on identifying the cadres involved. The police have got a lead and are working on it, but the cadres have gone underground as of now. We will make all possible efforts to arrest them as soon as possible," he asserted. The DGP requested the Nikki Sumi faction to help in ensuring the arrest of the abductors, saying it would be a good opportunity for them to build relations with the public and the people. He, however, also warned that police would not spare anybody, providing shelter to those involved in the incident. On kidnapping cases, he said it was unfortunate despite the state police, in coordination with Assam Rifles and other agencies, deploying sufficient personnel to tighten vigil. Now let's take another short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Sciences, Pangai, Imphal East District, opposite to Manipur Police Training Center, MPTC, Hariba Institute AC.
Government private hospitals in the clinical exposed to the
affiliated to Manipur University and then recognized by Pharmacy Council of India and then Indian Nursing Council, Masung MNC Manipur Nursing Council. Institute asida fangiba facility sing adadi separate boys and girls hostel, transport facility, amasung 12 hours library facility.
Approved by Ministry of HRD, New Delhi, Government of India.
Start talk with Jitni Wombada, Mayamutara Mokchari.
Angang since panic setting am saying the Harvard, the Homatam, so panic set a Haiti, Havasamna style type, that's another. Adugido, no music to guy, and I can say, even I am either Luhong Wagi say, Luhong Wagi says, who won't be me. Artist Kodimaksu, audience Kodimaksu, Manipur Sam, the PE, Nushitana, Lemina say, Miamana. Power pa mi amana kitang mayon chungok po horbo matamda hadi nushira gadi ka dawi mi mang na ngang doino haibaina.
Welcome back after the short break, and now let's continue with more news updates. In a continuing standoff, the Angami Youth Organization AYO has extended its non-cooperation with the NSCN-K Congo faction, citing the latter's failure to fulfill a crucial term of a previously reached agreement. The issue centers on a 4-point accord established on August 20, 2024, aimed at resolving ongoing disputes between the AYO and the NSCN-K Congo. The agreement was facilitated by the Ceasefire Monitoring Group / Ceasefire Supervisory Board CFMG/CFSB following a request from the Congo faction for dialogue. The dialogue was initiated in response to a request letter dated August 4, 2024 from the NSCN-K Congo, which appealed for a resolution to the deadlock. A meeting was subsequently held in August 20 in Kohima, Nagaland, with key representatives including Kilo Kilonsa Visheto Yepto and CFSB Supervisor A. Imyapangba Ao, leading the delegation from the Congo faction. The CFMG/CFSB facilitated the discussions which aimed to bridge differences and restore cooperation. As part of the lead-up to the meeting, an assurance letter dated August 2, 2024 from the Special Secretary to Hukato Vuse, General Secretary of NSCN GPRNK Congo, stated that the delegation had full authority to represent the faction and conveyed the official position of the NSCN. This assurance emphasized that the representatives' statements were a reflection of the collective stance of the NSCN, not merely individual opinions. The discussions culminated in the signing of a 4-point agreement with point number 3 stipulating that the NSCN-K Congo would disclose the identity of an individual known by the alias Max Naga and take disciplinary action against him within 15 days. In exchange, the AYO agreed to withdraw its non-cooperation stance and allow Angami workers to resume their association with the Congo faction. However, the AYO has expressed its disappointment with the NSCN-K Congo's failure to meet the deadline for fulfilling point number 3 of the agreement. The organization announced that after consultations with senior leaders and its 4 regional units, Southern, Northern, Western and Central Angami youth organizations, it had unanimously resolved to uphold the terms of the August 20 agreement. The non-cooperation with the NSC and K Congo will remain in effect until the condition concerning Max Naga is fully addressed, reflecting the group's commitment to holding the faction accountable to the terms agreed upon. A Rs 2,366 crore road construction project in Meghalaya has come under criminal investigation after allegations of widespread corruption and collusion between state engineers and private contractors surfaced on Monday, October 21. 9 individuals, including senior Public Works Department, PWD engineers and officials from private companies based in Telangana and Haryana, have been named in a first information report FIR. The case centers on a major highway project connecting Shillong to Tura via Nongstoing and Rongjeng. PWD Chief Engineer A.M. Karmoflang filed the police complaint based on evidence that emerged during ongoing arbitration proceedings. The FIR alleges that officials and contractors engaged in record fabrication, cheating and corruption, causing substantial losses to public funds. The project, initially approved in 2010 under the Special Road Development Program Northeast, saw its cost balloon from Rs 1,303 crores to Rs 2,366 crores through multiple revisions. Originally scheduled for completion in 2014, the road remains unfinished. India on Monday announced it has arrived at an agreement with China on patrolling in remaining friction points along the Line of Actual Control (LAC) in eastern Ladakh, in a major breakthrough in the festering row that came following a series of negotiations between the two sides over the last few weeks. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri indicated that the agreement will lead to a disengagement and a resolution of the issues that had arisen in 2020. It is understood that the agreement pertains to patrolling in Depsang and Demchok areas. Over the last several weeks, Indian and Chinese diplomatic and military negotiators have been in close contact with each other in a variety of forums, the Foreign Secretary said at a media briefing. Former British Prime Minister David Cameron on Monday joined several global leaders who are battling strongly for India getting a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council (UNSC), insisting that the world needs to hear India's perspective on several major challenges. We do need a reset. The world has changed hugely since the institutions were set up after the Second World War. It is time for a reset because you see the rise of India, which will become the world's largest economy at some stage in this century, and countries like India should be at its heart, Cameron said while speaking at the 2-day NDTV World Summit, which kicked off in New Delhi on Monday. Cameron, who spoke just after PM Modi inaugurated NDTV World Summit 2024, the India Century, said that he was an early believer in the India Century. We do need a reform of the United Nations Security Council. I made this argument as far back as 2005 when I became a leader of the Conservative Party, and India was the first country I visited outside Europe. When I became Prime Minister, India was the first country I visited outside Europe in 2010. Obviously, a permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council is something that should be India's right in this changed world, he said. While the world decides on UN reforms, Cameron, the British Prime Minister from May 2010 until July 2016 and Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs between November 23 and July 2024, hailed India's growing prowess globally. Bangladesh's President Mohammad Sahabuddin has said that he does not have any documentary evidence of Sheikh Hasina resigning as Prime Minister before she fled the country in August amidst student-led mass protests. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, 84, became Bangladesh's interim government's chief advisor on August 8 after Prime Minister Hasina fled to India on August 5. President Shahabuddin said he heard that Hasina had resigned as Prime Minister before she fled Bangladesh, but he does not have documentary evidence, the Dhaka Tribune newspaper reported on Monday, quoting excerpts from his interview with Bangla daily Manav Zameen. Despite numerous efforts, the president said he had failed to find any documents. Perhaps she did not have the time, Sahabuddin said. Narrating the events of August 5, he said that at around 10:30 a.m., a call came to Banga Bhavan from Hasina's residence, informing him that Hasina would meet him. Hearing this, preparations began at Banga Bhavan. Within an hour, another call came saying she was not coming, the president said. For Elite TV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to Elite TV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur police seize arms and ammunition from Kangpokpi. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered during joint search operation in Hill and Valley districts. Manipur CM discusses highway projects with Nitin Gadkari. Naga People's Front eyes comeback in Nagaland. Well, that's all for now. For more updated news, please tune in to Primetime English News at 6 p.m. Until then, have a good day.